Welcome to the Business Wisdom Podcast, where business strategist Clive shares his inner business wisdom with you. Each episode is packed with his experience to help you grow and develop your own business wisdom. Join Clive as he shares his wisdom with you.
Hello and welcome to the Business Wisdom Podcast. My name is Clive, and as a business strategist, I help you discover clarity to more easily engage with more of your ideal clients more often. The Business Wisdom Podcast covers issues confronting people in business and provides solutions to overcome those issues. In this episode, fear. Fear is something that grips everybody at some time. And in business, fear stops people achieving. It snuffs out the dreams and wishes that might have been expressed at some time. It makes us withdraw into ourselves, which means that if we're not talking to other people, in whatever form that conversation might take, we're probably not doing as much business as we'd like. And if we are doing business, there's every chance that it's difficult business. There's problems arising because fear treads on imagination. It excises self-reliance. It introduces and magnifies doubt. And of course, as soon as doubt steps in, we just don't speak the way that we normally would. We don't put forward whatever it is that we do as well as we normally would. That horrible little thing called doubt. So fear sucks out all enthusiasm. And of course, we all know that there are two really, really contagious things running around our world. The most contagious, of course, is fear. If somebody's fearful, other people become fearful. If in business we are filled with fear, then people will be afraid to do business with us. On the other side, there's enthusiasm. If we're enthusiastic about what we do, there's every chance that people will want to work with us because people like being around people who are enthusiastic. So fear takes the place of initiative and introduces and promotes uncertainty. The important thing about that, of course, is to recognize I'm feeling uncertain. Because if you're feeling uncertain and you recognize it, you can do something about it. But let's look a little bit more at fear. Fear expresses itself in a multitude of ways. Three major fears that people have is lack or poverty, criticism, and ill health. So most people find it difficult to overcome fear. So what we need to look at is what are some strategies that we might employ to help us overcome this horrible thing? Because once we overcome it and understand how to overcome it, if it puts its head up again, it's much more easy to deal with next time around. So feeling fearful is a result of thinking oneself is afraid of some particular thing. So if thinking got us into it, it's reasonable to expect that thinking can get us out of it. So having recognized it, we want to turn our thoughts to something that we want because we don't want this fear thing. But the more we focus on the fact that we are fearful, the stronger it becomes, the more prevalent it is in everything that we do. Lots of people focus on it trying to push it away. And of course, in focusing on it, all they're doing is making it stronger, making it more prominent to other people that they themselves are fearful. So what do we do to turn it around? It's okay to say we can focus on these other things that we actually want, but this fear thing keeps turning up. Makes it hard for us to see the things that we actually want. So let's look at our thoughts. How can we deal with our thoughts? Find a suitable affirmation. What's a suitable affirmation? An affirmation is a series of words which speaks about something that we want to achieve, but speaks about it as if we have it now. What does the affirmation do? Used frequently, the affirmation allows our mind to focus on achieving, as if we already have it, this thing that we would prefer to have, whatever it is that we want to have, we want to be able to feel that we're achieving it, that we're moving towards having it, that it's nearly here. The second thing we can do is be grateful for the positive things in our life. Whatever it is that's happening around us that's good, be positive about it, recognize it, acknowledge it. Let everybody know that we're happy for these things that make us feel good. As a result of those two activities, we learn to expect positive things to happen. And in learning to expect positive things to happen, we become proactive. We move in ways likely to deliver the outcomes that we want. So we're going to change this fear into a motivator. We recognize it as something that you want to keep away from. So take the action which will ensure you meet the outcomes that you want. And that way, fear will have served a valid purpose. It's spurred you into action to move on. And another thing that you can do to help with this is to monitor what's happening around you, particularly in business. Check the current performance and compare it to past performance. Is it the same? Is it not as good? Is it better? Whatever it is, we can take action to improve, to become better. Understand what steps need to be taken in order to achieve whatever it is that we want to achieve, and take action. Most importantly, take action. So take action in the direction you want to go, not in the direction of this fear, or not held back by this fear. Be brave, be enthusiastic. Focus on whatever it is that you want, and the fear will simply fade away. As always, as you go about your business, go forward with positive intent, a kind heart, and a generous spirit.
Thanks for joining Clive. Remember to subscribe for more business wisdom. Want to work with Clive? Book a discovery call with him at enervagroup.com.au.